Bye bye.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Hi everyone, I am Akshay and welcome to my channel Gacha Gaming.
Or not.
So currently I am going with the act. I'm going to start the act 3 of Shilonen's Tribal Chronicles. I have already done the act 1 and act 2. If you are interested in watching that, I have created, you can check
Ow!
from the link up ahead,
Where did that
or
come from?
I also have the link in the descriptions below, in the description below, so you can also check out the act 1 and act 2 from there. So till now, we just wandering in the Children of the Echoes. We met a girl, Imix, and
Benny's
she
adventure
was
team,
crying initially
assemble!
as she was looking for her master. So we went to save the master, which was named Shevan. We saved her, and she told us she was looking for crystals for her friend's daughter, who was apparently sick, but she's not recovering due to excellent medication and medicinal work. And that's why the girl wanted the crystals for her gift. So that's why, even though her life was in risk, she couldn't let go of the crystals and were fighting for that. So Glazoli invited us to meet. Shevan invited us to meet Glazoli, her friend, and we got invitation to Glazoli's uh, daughter's birthday party, and we were told that Glazoli is actually going to make us a present inscription, which is some sort of like a toned down version of ancient names. So not that as powerful as an ancient name, but still kind of something that will go on through generations, and the material it will be made from will actually be pretty sturdy. And in the act 2, we actually got the name drop of a sister after a very long time, if I have to think my way. Because before that, we didn't get to know much. Not many people talked about our sibling. So that was kind of refreshing to hear about our sibling every once in a while. But yeah, that was all in the act 2. So we are going to
Benny's
start with
adventure
the act
team,
3.
assemble!
Assemble. Kinda he.
Alright,
It's been several days now. Wonder if Plasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription.
Yes. Blaze Gem inscription, sorry. I was only calling it Blaze inscription.
Xilonen, good thing you're here.
Xilonen!
I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, she's out.
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But, looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yep.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Perfect. You know what? You notice what this is, right? Perfect.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
So don't stay, go back. Let her enjoy her time, bro.
In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
Yep.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my ex.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Xilonen!
Why does she have to come out from under the table?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh, you two seem to be in good spirits.
Well, we always are.
How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
Nope, everything
Oh,
is
good.
fine.
It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle, even though I've already turned it over to you. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Let's see. What do we find?
So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
My reaction was not that energetic as to Paimon, but I meant to ask the same thing.
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit way, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
That could happen.
I found the Xilonen. Thanks a lot.
Mhm.
By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
Yep,
I've prepared a gift and was just getting ready to take it to her.
let's go together, Xilonen. Then?
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
Like I said, we're gonna buy one.
Oh, yeah, I make these myself, and it's a lot of work. But if you like a set, I can make some time and forge one for you.
I was just kidding.
We often camp out in the wild, but a set of Xilonen's tools would make pitching a tent and starting a bonfire a whole lot easier.
Why don't you just sleep in the teapot that Madam Pink gave you?
Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tasoli's, I even brought Nichka.
Nichka?
Huh. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
Kinda
Oh,
sus.
it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember?
She also have a blizzard.
After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Your name is that long?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription.
Okay.
You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day.
Why am I getting the feeling that she's gonna die? I mean, whenever they show us backstory of a character, an NPC character, they're most probably doomed to die.
Even though Tasoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short,
Yep.
this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone
Kinda
thinks
makes
that the
sense.
inscription she made. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams
nice.
on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter.
Yep.
But if
That's
you do
what I was
that, won't
thinking.
everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
I was just wondering the same thing. Yeah, that could be a little embarrassing.
Don't worry. We usually ask Tasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving.
What's
With her
that?
method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text.
Nice.
Without
She
the
didn't
right
told us
angle of
that.
lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal
Nice way to
for your
put it.
wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from
Yep.
as
Can
long
be a
as you
good
don't
source of
suddenly change your mind and want to
direction,
take your wishes back,
motivation.
that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret.
Oh.
Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Well,
I know,
I hope
just
someone didn't
the
give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
Sounds like just one of Shevan's schemes.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Plasoli.
Yep.
At least she and little Nachka are better off now. And won't have to worry about... I was really worried about their family at first. And was he... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again? Ugh, this memory of mine.
Is it not going into the way that I think it is going? Is it? Does that the blazed gem inscription that she is making and the dreams that people are writing kinda taking a toll on those people, and she has found a way to treat her daughter from those people. I think it's a very long shot, but I don't want or expect Glazola to be evil or something. Let's just see what happens.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Yep.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Plasoli and Nachka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Xilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
I have to do some investigation or
sure,
something.
but I didn't expect you to know Plasoli too.
We saved Shevin, she took us to Tlazoli, and that's how it happened.
Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material.
She also wanted to get a bit for
Guess she's really pulling out all the stuff. Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second, our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be giving her. And that would ruin the surprise!
Well, we can ask what type of things does she like and such.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like?
Yep.
Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Easy enough. I have loads of those in my
give it
bag.
a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Xilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone.
She was that sick. Wow. And she's just up and up running. I mean, people do make recovery, but the memory loss of the woman we met earlier doesn't seem that natural to me.
It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Okay, let's just go and ask Nachka.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could... Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, Tequil, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
That's kind of dark, but I think there is a modified version. The tale comes from desolate, distant past. In those days, the mountain teeth was still bare like blades against one and three. Somewhat aged copy of Tequil the Brave. I will read it later. The volcano lives, red is the bravery of all pride. Well, I will take a look at it later.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right. I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Nice.
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to
So the
try
story
in the
was reversed.
revised version. The brothers killed the Demon Lord together and both survived. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly
And-
sold any copies, and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves.
And who
The
wrote the
store
book?
owners desperately tried to get rid of the book. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nachka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse.
Whoa.
I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nachka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old, though, so please be gentle with it.
I will put it in my inventory.
Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's
You
curious
can
now.
read them to me while you're on the road, Paimon.
Okay, but you'll have to carry Paimon for a while.
Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Nah, we can just shoot the teleport waypoint and go. Okay, so I actually started a bit late, yeah. Visit Lazoli. She's just outside.
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every... All right. Bring it!
Go on now, Iengu. Nachka is still resting.
Okay, next.
Hey, Tlasoli, we're here!
Nachka. He always has a serious look on his face.
Oh,
Don't
what a
remember he's just
surprise.
happy
and
or
even
just what
Xilonen
they're
is here
doing.
too.
We came to visit Nachka.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nachka's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several
Sounds nice.
editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nachka.
Sounds good, thank
You
you.
haven't. Let's go inside. Xilonen used to love you. Were already a big girl by the time. Oh,
Okay, what just happened?
Oh, Auntie, let's go inside.
Yep.
Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Sure thing.
Oh, Paimon will help too! Be good, Iengu, and don't get in the way.
Yeah.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your step, Auntie.
Yep. Are we getting a cutscene?
sorry. Nachka's illness has been flaring up. I suddenly started
Okay.
to feel dizzy in this. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
I think Xilonen have something.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Is this the name for chocolate?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
So you are getting cocoa with lots of sugar. Seems like Paimon is going to have some new favorite food.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happened to read.
We have been close for quite
We
some
heard that
time.
you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
How would you?
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model. The moment I became idle at home, They would toss me into...
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolate, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But technically, she was just a few meters away, not even kilometers. It seems like, what, 700, 800 meters?
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Yep.
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nichka's bedroom then.
And she won't allow us to go there.
That's right. I remember you, but you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already out. That's how Nichka sees Xilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology.
You said Nichka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of big sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her then.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Xilonen. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far...
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibility.
Whoa, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nichka gotten better lately?
Yeah, she's been better.
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle... You'll be the one who's busy then. And I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolate and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolate as you like.
How did Nichka get so sick?
If you ask, but now that she's gradually recovering, Nichka's illness actually originates from the abyss.
Okay, so it's something to do with the abyss poisoning?
That night,
Abyss corrosion.
I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the abyss. I joined the fray as well. And it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nichka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds.
Abyssal corrosion.
I know.
Corruption.
It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nichka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nichka, my daughter, my Nichka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work, and I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter.
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nichka's getting better.
Yep.
She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she?
Yes.
Well, Xilonen...
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. Alright. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this.
So I think Lazuli is not...
I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
Tacos!
I'll help.
Like
That sounds like a lot to make, and we
dinner
don't want you
party.
to tire yourself out.
Yep, let me flex my cooking skills.
You three just need to make sure...
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
I can eat an entire fish myself.
It just occurred to me that Xilonen likes to eat cheesy crab...
Nah,
Yep.
both are fine with me.
Oh, come on now. Anyway,
Cup of grain fruit.
Chocolate.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
okay, got it. I'll go... I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Come on,
Yep.
Xilonen. Stop lying around. You.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll.
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Xilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
Yep.
That kid.
Have Lazuli you treat the goods. I think Xilonen has something to say to us. So I don't know, I find something a little fishy. I just can't pinpoint it what it is, but I think something is fishy. And maybe that's what Xilonen is going to talk with us.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
So should we keep walking?
I just saw a ghost.
What the? That's so good.
Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlisoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Where are the ingredients, dude?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eaten myself.
By whom?
Never mind that now. Those monsters are...
Xilonen,
Yeah.
where'd she go?
I don't know.
Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out!
Okay.
Attack! Let the world collide! Teamwork is dreamwork! This one's got your name on it! This one's got your name on it!
Literally 2 non-crits. But that was
All right.
120
That should be
km.
it for the monsters. Oh, it also
That must
seems
have been
we're in good
nearly
luck.
about
The goods weren't
300k.
damaged either.
Wow.
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
You didn't provoke
Yeah,
them, did
right.
you?
I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore. If she comes back, Nachka will even be able to find some Nachka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nachka's favorite game.
Okay.
If I remember right, it was strange. I always remembered it before.
So something
How can I
is
forget all
happening
of a
with
sudden?
people's memories.
Look at that! He has a blaze gem inscription too!
So luck shouldn't be the problem. There's quite a market for those inscriptions. So
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you.
Something does look fishy.
I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Sure thing.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
You don't know
That's
something.
so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering stuff?
And they're all carrying blaze gem
I'm
inscriptions.
not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
All right.
Yep.
Ah, you're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
This frame in itself is very suspicious. I don't know. The frame is giving me some weird vibes.
Oh, yeah, we, ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
Alright, as long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
Okay.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlasoli!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
What would you like to start with Paimon?
Paimon will help herself.
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another?
You're done already?
Of course! Didn't I say I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nachka?
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already...
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. But it's okay. Nachka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for. Even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
What do you mean?
The doctor
Memory
said
loss.
the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nachka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured.
Oh, so I think this way, she's getting her memories from all the people who are using the inscription. She's getting her memories back from the inscription before her injury, and that's why those people are losing their memories.
The doctor also said this sort
I
of
think
memory
so.
loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from...
Huh? But how...
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Nightwind use. Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start. But the case
Okay.
of Nachka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss and can never be retrieved again.
That's kind of sad.
As one example of that, Nachka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother.
I won't judge her. Plus, only now she's doing something to get her daughter's memories back.
She's a good kid, and doesn't want to
I would
upset
do
this
anything
lady
to get
who's been taking care of her so much, so
memory
she
of
still calls me
someone that
Mom.
is dear to me.
But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, Nachka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her.
So you plan on recreating Nachka's woven scroll all by yourself?
Hmm.
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago?
Yep. What
The
is
delivery
what I
guys.
was
I saw it
thinking.
hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze Gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
Had something to do with Nashka?
Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this Blaze Gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name.
Oh,
And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
yep.
I knew
we
you were a
haven't-
sharp one, Xilonen.
mean, what is that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? In that way, in certain degree.
That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple.
Okay, but to do that, you need other people's memories of Nechka or just their memory?
I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
But ancient names must be approved by the bio.
And the reason they must be approved by the Wyab is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines.
Okay.
Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the Wyab's assistance.
But seems like she is in cahoots with some other people who are not from the lineage.
But your plan
from the Wyab?
wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie?
Okay.
Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
Okay. So what's
A
the
memory
catch?
bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the Blaze Gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Her life was still witnessed. Oh man. That is like a total dilemma. I mean, if it were to you, would you rather lose all your memories or have your memories, but everyone around you won't have those memories? So everyone around you will forget who you are and you will remember, or everyone around you will remember you but you won't remember. That's like a very deep dilemma for Nechka to choose. I mean, even if she did got her memories back, everyone that she knew in her memories won't know anything about her. Wow, that's some deep S.
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
You've seen through my plans, Xilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the Blaze Gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a Blaze Gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt. This is the central inscription that controls all the other Blaze Gem inscriptions, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, plus Oli?
Even though it's not an official ancient name, that's still a lot to do.
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yep.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka.
That's
When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go.
Well, if she doesn't know about anything, how did she wrote letters to Xilonen asking for her favorite books? Ah, okay. I kinda remember. The books that she's interested in were actually she started reading when she was kinda sick and picked up an interest in books. So I think that's how she's kinda intrigued with books.
She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother or
Xilonen!
Let her think about this for a moment.
I'll take the central inscription with me.
And she'll find a way to.
I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses. I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon.
Would you like to take this?
I'm
now?
sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
That was a moment.
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first.
Yep, just
Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie.
Yep.
Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you.
Okay. So there is more to than what Drazola?
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
What does
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to.
What I like best. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, file, everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Nice.
Oh
Was Kachina
She's
okay?
lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged ever since then. Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place. But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the you probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it.
Yep.
In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related but, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, Paimon can't help but...
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch.
Is this foreshadowing to when we get the pyro with the traveler?
It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you, and that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. With this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their...
Oh, Paimon gets that! If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly.
How does that connect with what she was
But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, the Traveler always has Paimon by his side, though, so he'll never have to worry about that. Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler.
You're always the one to get tired when you are the one.
Paimon's always flying! Of course it gets tiring! But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
At least try not to.
Anyway, this is what Clisoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
What was the rest?
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing.
That is?
You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about...
Open the door and walk to the washer. Followed by some organizing creaks and squeaks. Walk the arms.
Did you hear a whole section?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name I kept this set of phlegist. Come on, let's go.
What are we supposed to do at this location?
Here we are. This is the place.
Okay.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
We are disassembling it. Why not destroying it?
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate... Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram on a cliff or open ground.
Or a cliff. Well, she did found Chaska below a cliff, right?
Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings, can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the ancient name.
Okay.
If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlasoli's inscription?
Sort of like an X-ray or an ultrasound.
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston, into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nechka.
Makes sense.
So, Xilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
There's an 80% chance that it's part of a 20%.
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding, which is names are intrinsically valuable.
Yeah.
Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. For example,
Okay,
when I
let's
order
go,
ore,
man.
I would usually say, I need volcanic. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, phew. Yes, because forging ancient name, as for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, after all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natlan's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them. But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Xilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Phew. Now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Are you...
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
A nickname? Xilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Don't overstress Paimon.
Smith?
Yeah, but, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely.
Collect the activated phlogiston values. Connect the activated phlogiston.
Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. And there! That should complete the flow.
Kinda nice.
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time.
You were actually covered after all this.
More or less, yeah. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but... let me see. Start with anchor 1 and activate it with density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared!
Okay. So this is how they do. What's the name for this one? It seems like she's been using my memory. It's like graffiti. Yep, a graffiti.
Fasoli's central inscription is even floating!
After some time, the blaster falls to sleep and the center inscriptions return to Xilonen.
So are you done checking the inscription?
I didn't find any anomalies in the Flichist engraving. All the adjustments are indeed...
That means we can help Tlasoli and Nichka now, right?
well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to What are your thoughts on absorbing memories?
It somehow doesn't feel right. To me, it
I knew
doesn't
you
feel
felt the
right.
same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway. It's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription, by herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime!
Yep.
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses. From a purely objective standpoint, the bad news is there's still an underlying problem with this blaze gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to
A fiction?
trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river.
Before you even able to defeat the final right?
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nichka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line.
Okay.
There's no way Auntie would let Nichka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nichka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past.
So she needs some sort of an anchor.
Only Aunt Tlasoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nichka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, and I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nichka.
But Auntie won't be able to hold on to those that much amount of memory.
But Auntie is not a Wyab.
She won't
Her
be
body
able
won't
to
be able to handle the load for long.
So at any moment she just yeah.
But how can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlasoli will...
She's ready to pay the price.
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
Yep.
This one's got your name on it!
All right.
Jessica's
Xilonen. It looks like you've made...
Yep.
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I must have the memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nichka's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be... If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately.
I accept.
Okay.
Thank you, Xilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do...
Using technology for ancient names to forge other...
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
Pakal is the chief.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment for my little Nechka.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. By the way, did you give the book to Nechka?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till...
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
Okay, that was not someone asking to be taken to sit on them.
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like... Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's go have a look.
Yep.
Nechka, don't hurt yourself.
Xilonen, is that you? You're Nechka?
Nechka?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
She's
Hello, Nechka.
looks
Thank you for the book.
okay.
I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Xilonen brought?
No, she's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Xilonen. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got... Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was...
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect end... Oh, it's all my fault. You...
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. We're...
The Traveler and Paimon.
You're Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh! Seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Hello, Nechka.
Yeah, Nechka seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Yep. Let's check your temperature.
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me.
Yep.
We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need...
Yep.
All right. Oh, I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to... Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nechka's water bottle.
Talk about being prepared.
We can camp out.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's...
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nechka. Feel free to tell us anything.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have... Okay. Thanks, everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
Yep.
Let's go look for Ignal.
We are giving the Blaze Gem inscription back to Ignal. Ignal is the one who initially gave us his Blaze Gem inscription. The one who was supposed to be a transporter on kinds of canopy.
Tosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka too! Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chanil and the others.
I hope so. Here, Ignal. This is...
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I remember that Nichka would become so...
I'm sure she'd love that.
My pleasure.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. But,
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name, with an...
Noted. I'll make that as a gift for her next birthday. Sorry, Nichka. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Xilonen.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. Here, please take it. By the way, Nichka, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about ores. Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the...
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she's started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every day to help her write letters to people.
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echoes.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave, when he was about to save his brother Rima. According to the story, we should be right around... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on! I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return.
Paimon is always so anticlimactic.
The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name has sunken into the deepest of depths. Then Tequil said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry. Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nichka! Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... Huh? Wait, what did the book say? Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But the ending in the older version is more interesting, even if it's hard for kids to, well, completely understand. Oh, wait! Nichka hasn't read the other ending. That's not true. You already know the other ending? But didn't you only...
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
Okay, so there is something that even Jessica is hiding from Nachka, sorry.
Mom. We were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a...
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to... Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Yep.
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to... But, you know, for now, let's...
Next, let's visit Apashpalan. Stay close, Nichka. Don't go too far.
Okay.
Yes, Mom.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today?
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apashpalan.
I didn't expect to have 2 name engravers coming in today. Welcome.
Yo.
What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli?
Whoa! Offering a discount just like that?
She was once our name engraver. And
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished repairing your Blasium inscription. Here, have a look. Come on, Nichka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
oh, so this is Nachka. Tlazoli has... It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nechka.
Yep.
His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always very durable. I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch.
Kinda makes sense.
Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
What? Child-friendly safety scissors? In what world are scissors child safe?
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you to pick.
Yep.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there? It should only take a moment.
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nechka would like. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
She wants us to be alone with Nechka, so Nechka can open up to her. Oh, let's just lie.
And there goes Xilonen dragging Flasoli off to buy more stuff. Ooh, what a busy day.
Be sure to stay close.
I won't run off. Paimon, who's your favorite character in To Kill the Brave?
The Demon Lord.
Paimon's favorite? To Kill, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his family. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could. What about you, Nechka? Which character do you like? I like Remak.
Demon Lord's brother?
Oh, the one who was possessed by Quatlique, but never forgot his brother Tequil. He was also an amazing character.
Yep.
If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Quatlique in the final battle.
Seems like you were really immersed in the story.
Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it.
Yep.
Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Remak, and Paimon will be Tequil, okay?
You just like this fighting epic line.
Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of Quatlique? But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance.
You said it yourself, that's the old version.
Ah, right. She read the version with a happy ending. And then, well, it doesn't matter. Only the... My favorite line is the one from the end. It's...
She is going to say the line from the older one, right?
Come here, Nechka. Look at you.
They didn't let her go.
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water.
We've picked something up for Nechka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up. How was Nechka?
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part.
Xilonen, we will leave us with Nechka.
Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Xilonen has dragged Flasoli away from...
Like she has
Let's
something-
talk later. Just trust me.
Okay.
Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nechka be in the heat for too long.
Yep.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home. I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it, so it shouldn't...
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it usable?
Yes. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just...
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be...
Oh, Xilonen.
We already know what's going on.
We are all doing it.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if Pakal ever got wind. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days. The last time Pakal came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore to research new styles of jewelry. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please, come in and have a seat.
Sure, we can sit for a moment, but...
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
Yes, please, feel free.
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Okay.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet.
I'll have to buy some.
Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what they have!
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Let's keep talking with
Come on, Nichka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out! Mr. Traveler,
Come here, Nachka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Xilonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now.
She's not letting us.
It'll be Nachka's birthday in a few days.
No problem. I'll be sure to...
Mom,
Scary look.
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will care. You forget to take care of yourself once you stop playing. Nachka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom. Nichka's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
Stay quiet and let's see what Xilonen says.
No, Nachka was having so much fun today that Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
No, it's fine. I'll carry her. Let's go, Nachka. It's time to go home.
Yeah, decline your help and leave the tribe carrying Nichka. Go back to Nazumi's house together.
Thank you, everyone, for spending some. Please be sure to come to Nachka's birthday party.
We'll be there.
Alright. It's nearly bedtime for Nachka.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave I brought. I went to a lot of trouble to find it.
I understand. Really, do you think I'd let your efforts go to waste? It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe. Right, Nachka?
Yeah. Thanks, Xilonen.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even memorized nearly every line.
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nachka's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh. What's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought her. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nachka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales, Xilonen.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nachka's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember anything about her past before her illness. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the past that she should have forgotten. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending, right?
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove?
Yep.
Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Yeah, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened recently. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nachka reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nachka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I beg your pardon?
Nechka, where did you read that book? Answer me!
Go home, Nechka. Are you disobeying me?
Let her talk.
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nechka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nechka. Right here, right now.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nichika remembers it! I know everything. Xilonen, help me, please!
Oh.
Something's blocking the door!
Get back!
Xilonen, wait for us!
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
What the hell just
What are all those
happened
things on
in that
Nichika's
environment?
walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here.
There's no one here. Where did they go?
If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go.
Where do you think that she could go? Maybe the place where it first happened? The cliff?
Come on!
Oh, sorry, in the Night Soul world. In the Night Soul world, obviously. A workshop that Slowly announced has been abandoned and sealed off. Now an ominous crackling echoes within.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Yep.
Why are there people up here?
Alright, let's finish this
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Forget it!
All right.
gameplay of this type is amazing, but I mean, I kinda knew that she was evil, but in the end, the way that she just reacted was upright evil. Just totally evil, man.
Bring it!
What might she even be trying to do with her daughter?
Come on! Show me your...
So I cannot. Okay, I need to shut that down.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
I need to do something about this one.
This one's got your name on it. Haha.
Forget it!
So I think if I hit this, something is going to trigger. Like this. Well, I need to reach up to there.
Watch out!
It's not even breaking, so what am I supposed to do? Oh, I could just immediately walk on it.
Let's finish this fast!
Watch out!
That was quick. Out of the way or get blown away! That was quick. Out of
Hey there! Fire! Well, yoo-hoo!
All right.
Coming at you! Oh, door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
Well, we'll use the
The
mechanism
transport
on the
system
other
seems
side.
to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside.
Yep.
All right, let's keep going. Bring it.
Trying to activate the controller. What do I need to do to activate that? deep is her laboratory, dude. It's just an unending cycle. We're going through gates and gates and nothing's happening.
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nichka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter.
Okay.
Even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nichka.
What do you mean?
What is she saying? Is she not Nichka?
Confusing memories, forgetting the past.
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nichka. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nichka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
So is Nichka already dead?
I'm afraid so.
Then, who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nichka. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very scared.
She's a psycho.
Is she really my child? My child's name is Nichka. It could only be Nichka. How could I be happy? My little Nichka is still waiting for me to get her home. As I said, I only want to bring Nichka back, even if it costs me everything. And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nichka's ancient name. Xilonen, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the blaze gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nichka's ancient name. After Nichka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
Let her go.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
We can't let her harm an innocent child.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nichka. Don't worry. Mom is here.
3.
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
2.
Wake up, Nichka. Now. Please, wake up.
1.
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nichka.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nichka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Telasoli, You're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn. Mommy will be with you, Nechka, always and forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old hurts the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Napeika. It really suits you. Napeika, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
My time with the Smina taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon.
The hug between Napachka and Nachka actually kind of reminded me of when
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go?
When they met. Was one of the most beautiful cutscenes of Genshin. This scene just reminded me of that. It was so beautiful.
Nechka, where are you? Xilonen, you saw her too. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again.
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
What senses? I was not wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me.
Enough, Tlisoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
I took those emotions.
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka, to see her again.
Nechka has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name, the one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Undugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings, what blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows?
You think Nechka... Auntie, do you still remember... The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, a name without a past is nothing but... It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Xilonen, Nechka, Napecha can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Thank you, Paimon and Mr. Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nechka helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nechka, then this story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
But what about Tlasoli?
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
But she needs therapist, psychiatrist, a psychiatric therapist. Yeah, she does need them.
All right.
All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun.
Always so chill.
After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything. Xilonen, it's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechka. Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Napeika's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlasoli or simply refused to believe me. Even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her, but completely forget about me. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine.
What the heck, man? She was literally traumatizing.
It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just given up.
You have us now, Napeika. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Xilonen will send them flying!
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Xilonen for help. Oh, Xilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help. Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlasoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't...
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka.
Yep, so she also removed people's memory about Nechka dying.
It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall, it's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon...
Well, you can't uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you suspected her from the...
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. The most I did was keep the possibility, but now that I look back on it, Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
So, what should I do now, Xilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
But I don't know what I can do.
So find it for yourself, little girl. You're just a kid.
Everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke.
Find out for
I'm
yourself
not
now.
her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Xilonen. I just don't know.
Xilonen will take you under her wing.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. What if I never remember my life and lose all of my past?
You won't.
I'm scared, Xilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka.
Just look into the future.
Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasoli's collection and made this as a mold.
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them too?
Obviously, dude. She's one of the OPs.
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. This is your first blessing. It has always protected you.
But I don't even remember
It's okay. Check. You deserve the whole world.
I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to... I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts. Your name is your starting point, as well as your guide.
Yeah.
Remember your name and everything you...
You can do it, Nepeka!
You can do it, kiddo. We'll always be here.
Thank you all.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just, we're from the same tribe after all. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed.
Yep.
I don't know if well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on... Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nepeka.
Bye-bye.
Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us.
Have fun. Why is this diamond floor?
Oh, and one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Happy birthday, kiddo. I mean, this just jumped 6 to 10 in terms of intensity in just the last 5 minutes. But yeah, it was great. Man, I don't want to do some more talking, yeah. This conversation and conversation, conversation and conversation gets pretty boring after some time. Okay. Head to Xilonen workshop for a visit.
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just about to go have a well, the tribe is still what I do and as oh, and now once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the memories will return to their respective owners. Yeah, that's right. Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, now Nichka really is gone, but everyone is about to remember her. Phew, what a bizarre turn of events. She's resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe and told them about my plan to conduct an official investigation into her history. The tribe hasn't responded yet, so... But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest and sleep. After all, she's got a busy future ahead of her.
Okay, so with that, Xilonen's Tribal Chronicles are finished. The story was amazing. In the end, the intensity was so much with Glazola taking on the kid, and the plot twist was actually pretty amazing. We finding out that she was not even Nechka, she was actually Napachka. So it was kind of a interesting phase in the story. But yeah, I think that was all from the Shilonen's Tribal Chronicles. It was pretty fun and that was great. So let me know in the comments what are your reviews regarding the Shilonen's Tribal Chronicles or her story quest. And if you guys would like to know or see more content related to this, subscribe to Gacha Gaming. And yep. So until the next video and the next time, have a great time, guys. Bye bye.